Hey guys, it is MattySports bringing you my Week 2 predictions of the 2014 college football season. Last week in Week 1, my record was 7-3. I missed the picks of Texas A&M and South Carolina. By the way, congrats to Texas A&M. They went into South Carolina, just completely dominated, and they definitely changed my opinion about them. I think they are a strong contender now in the SEC West. There's also, I picked Wisconsin over LSU. Wisconsin had a lead going to the fourth quarter, but they just choked and blew it up, so LSU was able to come back, so congratulations to them. And also, the Labor Day game, I thought Miami would beat Louisville, but Miami didn't show up at all. Louisville definitely looked impressive, and I think they are a legitimate contender in the ACC Atlantic. I did get my upset special right in Penn State over UCF, so congratulations to the Nittany Lions. And UCLA avoided a very close shocker in Virginia. Virginia played really well. Their defense was good, but unfortunately their turnovers cost them that game. And Florida State had trouble with Oklahoma State, only winning by 6 points. But now we're in Week 2, so I have 10 more games for you guys. I will admit this week doesn't have that many great games, so I kind of had to reach for some. So our first game on the list is Pittsburgh at Boston College on Friday nights. This one's pretty easy for me to pick. Pittsburgh looked really impressive in their opener, where Boston College did not. So I like Pittsburgh winning on the road here. Next up, we have number 14 USC at number 13 Stanford. Now, at the beginning, I kind of wasn't really feeling USC, but for some reason, I just have this road, upsets on the road this year. I don't know why. So I have number 14 USC upsetting number 13 Stanford on the road, but that's not my upset special. That's just a close pick that I think USC will win. Next up, we have Maryland at South Florida. Again, going with the Road Warriors, I have Maryland. Maryland looked pretty impressive in their first game, and I think Maryland's going to be a lot better than people think they are this year. And USF, they just suck. South Florida's bad, so I like Maryland on the road. Next up, we have number 15 Ole Miss at Vanderbilt. Again, going with the road team here. Ole Miss looked pretty impressive against Boise State, where Vanderbilt kind of struggled, so I like Ole Miss on the road with the quarterback play of Bo Wallace. Next up, we have Michigan at number 16 Notre Dame. Again, I'm going with the road team. I like Michigan. Now, both teams, they did look impressive in their first game, but I just feel like there's something with Michigan that's different this year. I think they're a lot better than people think. I think they should have been ranked in the preseason top 25, where I still think Notre Dame is overrated, and because of that, I like Michigan going on the road to Notre Dame and upsetting Notre Dame. Next up, we have BYU at Texas. Now, this is one of the few games I'm actually going with the home team. I like Texas at home because, again, as I said, I think Texas is going to be really good this year. And BYU, I don't think their defense is going to be as good as it was last year. So I like Texas winning at home pretty easily here. Next up, we have Virginia Tech at number 8 Ohio State. Now, this game's pretty interesting to me. Ohio State struggled last week against Navy. And Virginia Tech, they didn't play that bad. And I wouldn't be surprised if Virginia Tech goes into Ohio State and upsets them. In fact, I think they have a really good chance to, but I just see Ohio State at home being too much for Frank Beamer and his Virginia Tech team. Next, we have, this is really a reach, and I have to try and pick this game because I'm telling you guys there's not that many great games this week. Next, we have number 24 Missouri at Toledo. Yeah, so I'm going to go with Missouri on the road. Easy pick. Missouri handled a pretty good South Dakota State team last week pretty well. And Toledo, I don't think they're going to be as good as they have been the past couple years. So again, I'm going with the road team here. And next up, we have my upset special of number 20 Kansas State at Iowa State. And even though Iowa State lost to North Dakota State last week, I think they have a good chance of upsetting Kansas State at home. I think they're going to use the fuel of losing to North Dakota State last week. I think they're going to use that as fire to help them win this game against Kansas State. I don't think Kansas State's that good. I think they're a little bit overrated. So I like Iowa State upsetting Kansas State. And lastly, we have the game of the week, the game that College Game Day will be going to, and that is number 7 Michigan State traveling on the road to number 3 Oregon. Now, Marcus Mariota, Oregon, this is a pretty primetime game for them. Although if they lose this, they definitely still have a chance for the college football playoff, whereas Michigan State, on the other hand, their conference isn't as strong as the Pac-12, so Michigan State really needs to win this game if they want to make the playoff, because they don't have that many marquee games left on their schedule, whereas Oregon, with the Pac-12, they get to play Stanford, UCLA, USC, all of them. So because of that, I think Michigan State's defense and their offense is going to be really well in this game. They're going to be able to travel on the road to Oregon and pull off, in my opinion, an upset. But I really like Michigan State on the road to win this game. So anyway, guys, that's been my Week 2 predictions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Any other games that I missed, what you guys think of my games, and what you guys thought of the video as a whole. So anyway, guys, this has been MattySports, and I'll see you guys next week for Week 3. See you guys then.